Our matchmaking finally delivered as we have TTV versus an amalgamation of 5 very solid players. Absol, PvP, Excellent, Rickon, and others. And we're going to jump right into this barn burner as it is well underway. Zugrug, Indy, Goof going downstairs. Toon going to be jungling into Gardevoir, and Lutano doesn't care about the debuffs, doesn't care about the nerfs to the character. They're still holding down top lane alone. But as you can see, we're watching on the orange side of the board here. They've got a very similar composition, right? Swapping out that Pikachu for a Venusaur. Rickon going to be that Venusaur. Excellent. We've seen them be a very powerful Wigglytuff before. We've actually seen them take a rollout instead of Sing before as well. So I'm going to see where that goes here. Look at Indy Bear pressuring this Ice Cube here, trying to contest it as we see just Lutano scoring points up top. Excellent, Havoc, and Rickon trying to hold down their own Ice Cube, and I'm not even convinced that they did, as Goof, Zug, and Indy are rolling back, giving just enough time for Zug to take their own stuff here, and they're going to want Zug to get level 4 very quickly into that Sing. Bang, got it. Wigglytuff with that campfire style, with that beanie and those glasses, the hipster mode Wigglytuff holding it down, and we see both junglers up top. We're going to see how that's shaking out as Lutano and Absol PvP are putting pressure. Absol is one of the top ranked Absols in the world, but today they are taking Raboot instead and going through the jungle that way. Lutano and Toon squaring up this top lane, and the action dissipates a little bit back down to Indy, as there's still a Gossifleur there. Havoc is a great Gossifleur, a great Eldegoss. We've seen them before, we're watching them again, but they are just being stymied here and unable to being kept from leveling up. Excellent is level 4, so that Sing is going to open up opportunities here, but Rickon still being a Bulbasaur in level 3 isn't good either, as TTV is sliding this lane, at least in the way of experience. That's a KO on Rickon, as Excellent and Havoc are forced to bubble back, and Indy and company are all over these Ice Cubes. Excellent gets caught with the Sing and gets identified, and they mow them down. Havoc is stuck working outside of their own goal zone, and I'm not convinced if they wanted that KO they couldn't take it here, as Rickon and Havoc now pushing back out together, but I don't think anybody on TTV is really concerned. They're up by 80 points already, and there's only 7 minutes and 52 seconds left in this match, and we're gonna just be watching for what can Orange do here. And I mean, the first thing is Absol PvP seems to be coming down to this middle, coming down from the middle here and trying to put some pressure on the bottom from the top, quite literally, as they're just firing, kicking, and soccer balls. But they've identified Absol very quickly, and now they've identified Excellent. They're mowing them down. HP bars are just getting eviscerated as the Pikachu is doing work from a distance. Look at that. Havoc, Excellent, all on the verge. KO streak of 2 for Goof, as Goof is kind of popping off in this bottom lane here, and Havoc able to take KO on Indy, but not before more KOs come flooding the other way, as Toon is able to close out Rickon. There's a lot of pressure on, and a lot of pressure being kept on by Goof down here. Let's see what these Lucarios are doing in the middle. Lutano, Lucario jumping back to base, probably heading downstairs. Goof, Zug, and Toon all sticking together, as Goof is happy chipping into this Dreadnought, as they're dependent on Zug to bubble out the rest of the team. Zug, a phenomenal Snorlax player, been working on their Wigglytuff, using Sing to create some gaps here, and there we go. Goof, they're just able to just use these mage-like distance attacks to keep the team, and Excellent has to literally flash in, eject button in, and try and Sing to make a difference, but it doesn't matter because TTV takes it, and now they're using the experience, they're using the shields, and they are mowing down this team. And this is a team of very experienced players on Orange here, but it doesn't even seem to matter. It's as if they don't even have controllers in their hand. That's how clean TTV is playing right now, and all 5 of them moving in unison, as Indy is peeling upstairs on their own, and Toon is back into their jungle here. We're taking a quick look as Orange is working through that Rotom. Excellent and Scolded quickly putting pressure on, and TTV might be a little bit late, but do they actually care? They might just take the team fight here, take the mobs, take the team fight, and win that way. Rotom has been won, still 66 points in that top goal zone. Indy, Zugrug are setting up for a little bit of turret defense, goal line defense here onto that Rotom. And they're able to push Excellent out. Absol PvP is sent flying. Excellent is getting identified again, and Excellent's kind of feeding right now in this game, it seems like, as they get taken down. Scolded is on the verge. Scolded goes down to the Gardevoir, and now Havoc's being pressured. Indy Bear bubbling out, and all that leaves is Zugrug alone to just gently chip into this Rotom. As I don't think Absol PvP, were they backing? Like, they didn't even move, and they got removed from planet Earth. and Havoc just being left to their own devices. I don't even think they care that they're taking Corefish here, as Zugrug is still slowly chipping away to this Rotom. Indy finally gives some support there. Lutano's in the bottom lane holding it on their own, and they're just going to grab some quick levels on these ice cues. And Rickon on the other side trying to do the same, but this level disparity is growing very, very quickly. Level 11, level 12. I mean, there's 3 players on the same level as Orange's jungler, Absol PvP, and I know for a fact that's not a position that Absol PvP likes fighting from. They're usually the one being oppressive, having those higher levels. Absol PvP no quit those. Lutano dive bombs them right into the middle. We see a Unite move and a counter Unite move, and all the Unite moves are coming out, which means buddy barriers and shields. As we go in, Toon sticking right into the middle, and Toon is able to take Dreadnought again. And now they have the experience, they have the levels, but can they keep the pressure on? That's 1 KO. Both Lucario's down. Goof getting chased. Goof might go down. Eldegoss taking a KO on Goof. No questions or concerns there, as we kind of saw the writing on the wall. And they're putting pressure on Excellent again. Zugrug right in the middle, and they were able to take out Excellent, able to take out Havoc, and now they're working their way through, trying to get these Cub Chews as they're working on Scolded. Scolded darting right in with the back of Rickon and Excellent. Excellent moving as a unit now, and they're able to take out Toon the Gardevoir as Lutano's back in the mix, and they're just dashing all over the map. They're able to take down their counterpart. Indy Bear gets credit for taking down the counterpart there, as Indy Bear is sent packing. Lutano's still working through. Goof hiding up top, working through these bears, and see if they even want to start Rotom here, as Goof is just taking as much experience as possible. A little bit of a fight breaking out downstairs. Lutano working against Rickon. Rickon and holding down the goal zone with Excellent, and Lutano, Indy, and Zugrug holding down the bottom lane, and finally committing to maybe a move to the top here, as Goof has been up there by themselves, doing work by themselves. Still, nobody focused on Goof, and Zugrug is there to just pull up and be the big squishy brick wall that Wigglytuff can be, as Indy Bear loves getting into the mix, loves leading the charge and protecting those squishier backline DPS Pokemon. Scolded power up punch going to take care of Goof there. Let's see if TTV can make them pay, catch any receipts for that. Doesn't look like it, as Absol PvP, Havoc and company are now working on the Rotom and their own Bear Ticks. Looks like Toon's getting ready to push on with the back of Indy here, and they decide to kind of peel back and not overcommit. 2 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock, and there's going to be plenty of time for Dreadnought, as Goof is already down there working through. So is Zug. Rickon is there as well, and of course Excellent. And we're just bubbling each other out. And gosh, when they decide to dive on one of these orange players, they were just doing so cleanly. They were just doing so efficiently, and now they're just working through these players in their own goal zone, as Rickon was taken down, Excellent was taken down, 13 points left on that goal zone, KO streak a 2 for Toon, and now Lutano's working on Dreadnought alone. Now it's up to Zug, Indy, and Goof just to bubble out the other team, make sure we close this thing out the easy way, and I believe Wigglytuff, Zugrug just went back, and they easily get the shields, the experience, and Wigglytuff jumping back into the middle here, and now with a 204 point lead, it's going to be all about protecting this Articuno from this orange team. Tons of top level talent on that orange team. They need to pull it together and need to close this thing out as a unit here, as they're getting dive bombed in their own goal zone. Nobody down yet, as a lot of Unite moves have kicked off. Goof has kicked off, and Buddy Berries as well, but they get down. That's Cinderace, that's Absol PvP, that's not going to be in the mix for another 14 seconds. Then the Lucario goes down, they're not going to be in the mix for 16 seconds. And you got to think TTV is going to keep pressuring this advantage as they're moving up the lane here. Toon and Indy, Lutano staying frosty right in the middle. They jump into the middle, they're going straight back, they're getting that HP, and they're going to see if they can engage with Zug in the middle. Zug and Goof going to hold it down here, and all of Orange needs to make the pressure. Time is slowly running out. 1 minute, 13 seconds left on the clock. Orange getting all together. Rickon gonna try and hit the bottleneck. No, they peel down, and all of Orange jumping over into the middle here, and they attack Indy. They attack Toon, and they're working through an Indy with Unite move, and that's a Unite move by Goof, and they smack down. They're able to pick up Zug a little bit here, or excuse me, Toon with the Buddy Barrier, and now they're working through. Nobody's down yet, but these Buddy Barriers are getting just melted away here, and finally, that's Rickon the Venusaur, that's Absol PvP, that's Scolded, that's 3 down on purple, or excuse me, 3 down on orange, nobody down down on purple. Excellent's about to go down to that Indy Bear. Indy Bear takes down the Wigglytuff, and that is everyone down, as they're going to have free reign to get all these points in without taking Zapdos. Rickon comes off a spawn. They're going to try and close something out, but does it really matter at this point? They don't even want to leave their goal zone. There's still 4 players for orange out, and there's 20 seconds on the clock, and this is TTV's show all day long, and we've seen it time and time again, just systematic deletion of the other team, of the other goal zones, of the mobs, and now they win not only on the scoreboard, not only on levels, but in the most commanding fashion that the top team in the world should.